Hello, everybody. Amber here. Welcome back to In Conversation with ATF. My guest today is an actor. He is best known for playing Jesse Owens in the Jesse Owens Story, Paul Strubber in Strike Force, Reverend Morgan Hamilton in Seventh Heaven, and he's also been in shows such as 911, which I've been binge watching recently. And I saw you as Rupert in, oh, what
Oh,
was the episode? I was literally watching the episode just before and I've completely forgotten the name of it. What am I like? I think it was like
well,
something about like stand in place or something like that. That is, I'll
oh,
have to.
could be.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I'm literally just going having a look at it. Let's have a look at it. I can't believe it. Defend in place. That's what it's called. There we
Oh,
go.
there you
That's
go.
the episode. Yeah, in the hospital and stuff. Yeah. So that was a
Yes,
really that
yes.
was an emotional episode. And also Murder She Wrote, Beauty and the Beast. You were also the voice of the Jamaican pirate in The Page Master, Monstar Bupkus in Space Jam. You were also 8 Ball in Full Metal Jacket, and for voiceover in cartoons, my guest credits include Modo in Biker Mice from Mars, AC in the California Raisins Show, Shredder for a few seasons of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Buck and Roldo in Zazu U, Michael Jordan in Pro Stars, Dan Riley in Batman the Animated Series, Tombstone in Spiderman 94, Ron Troupe in Superman the Animated Series, Jim Tate, aka Armoury, in Batman Beyond, Martian Manhunter, John Johns. John Jones. That's me forgetting how to say it again. I literally
That's
interviewed
all
him.
right. I'm just remembering these things. It's just so many. I've been very, very fortunate, Amber, having had a lot of
Yeah.
these roles, but I don't remember half of them.
It's okay. Yeah, Jean-Jacques. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna kick myself if that's wrong because I always get the pronunciation of his real name wrong. I guess it's also been on cartoons such as the Spectacular Spider-Man, Handyman, Rescue Heroes, Gargoyles, The Tick, Animaniacs, Sonic the Hedgehog, Capital Critters, Goof Troop, The Legend of Prince Valiant, New Kids on the Block, and more. My guest is the legendary Dorian Harewood. Hi, Dorian. Hi,
Hi,
Dorian.
Amber. How are you? How
I'm
are
good,
you?
thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm great. I'm great. Great to be here. Great to be above ground. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah,
Everything's good.
definitely. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great way to spend the day.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna kick myself now because that sorry, I've just seen a bug of my on my ceiling. There's just a fly
Oh,
just like stuck on the ceiling. I just get so
what
distracted when
kind?
it is.
Was it a fly or a what?
I, I suppose it's a fly, yeah. It's like one of those little, like sort of like not like a mosquito, but it's got like really long legs and it's like, kind
Oh
of like
yeah.
yeah, it was still there until the
Well,
end. It's all right.
there's some certain types of spiders that go after those little bugs.
Oh, is
That's kind
there?
of yeah. That's pretty
Well,
good.
that's cool.
You should invest in one of those spiders to go after
Oh
them.
yes, yes. Because my brother has one. It's like one of those big things with like the sort of like oh what is it?
They
The
have
sort
pretty
of
long legs.
fibers. Yeah,
Yeah,
the things and it
yeah,
and it opens up and it kind of like does that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sort
They
of
love those
fibers.
little. They love those flies.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like I can't now this is another thing I'm gonna ding myself for remembering now is the little thing like the what the material is on the end of those, like the brush, is it like the fibers or optic
Uh,
fibers? There we go. That's
Optic
like you get on
fibers.
those opto things where
Let's
they
see.
light up and they're kind of like all spread out like that.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're a
Yeah.
marvel of creation, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
Amazing,
definitely.
amazing
Um,
how they adapt.
so Dorian, I've got to tread real carefully here because you're a part of SAG-AFTRA, right?
SAG after, yes,
You're part
I'm
of
a
the
member.
union.
Yes, I am. I'm absolutely. I've been a union member for decades,
Yeah.
decades. SAG and AFTRA and Actors Equity and
Yeah.
different things. AGVA, I think, for a while.
Yeah.
I started as a singer, but I haven't gotten into the musicians union. But because singers don't have to be part of the musicians union, so
Yeah.
I basically just honor all of theirs. I'm working on a personal appearance tour, um,
Oh,
um, and I'll be using all of the. Hopefully, I'll be coming by your neighborhood. Where are you from? Where are you
I am in England.
in England? Yeah. Well, I'll definitely. I did it. I toured with the Four Tops back in '89
Ooh.
I opened for the Four Tops, and we got to play the Hammersmith Odeon there in England, in London. I opened for the Four Tops, and Phil
Oh, that's
Collins was
cool.
there, and Four
Wow.
Tops got to sing with him. Had a great time. We did also toured part of Scotland as well.
Hmm.
Um, but definitely, when I get this personal appearance, I'm putting together a thing, musical thing that I will be taking around the world, and that'll be an area. So I'll definitely let you
Yeah.
know when that happens. When that happens, that's my
Yeah.
first love, singing, and singing's my first love, and I've been away from it for years. And fortunately, working as an actor for over 40 years and doing acting and voiceover work and all that's great. But I really miss the music, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's really cool, Dorian. Honestly, I hope
Mm.
you do bring it to
Mm.
the UK. It'd be really lovely to see. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah. And
absolutely.
so as I said, you're a part of the union, so we've got to be careful of what we talk about. So I think this includes, because I spoke to Bob Bergen the other night, and he was like, couldn't discuss any movies, like live action and animated. So are those the only things we were not able to discuss at this
I
moment?
see. I see.
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
Just to be on the safe side in this
Yes. Yeah.
interview. So to be on the safe side in this interview, we will not be talking about any of the film work that Dorian has done, whether it's live action or animated. I know we said he's in those films, but due to the actors strike, I don't want to risk getting Dorian out of the union. I don't want to be the reason why he's not a part of the union.
All right.
So just want to keep that clear.
Yes. Yes.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Is TV a part of it? I'm not sure. I might
I
have to
don't
look it
know.
up.
I know that
Like live action TV. I don't know.
from what I understand, and I could be wrong, but promoting or talking about existing things that are coming up
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
is probably not a good thing. But the things that have already been done, I think that talking about that is not forbidden because it's basically just talking about my career as opposed to products or productions that are
Yeah.
about to be in production or soon to come, that kind of thing. I can even talk about, I mean, as I told you, I started as a singer. I went to New York as a singer,
Mm-hmm.
and I got into doing something. I got some recording offers, didn't take them, and I ended up doing Broadway musicals, and I ended up doing that. And then Betty Davis, the legendary actress, talked me into acting, and that's where I got into acting. But as far as limited things, talking about theater is something that certainly is open and
Mm-hmm.
not prohibited. In fact, I'm getting ready to do a new Broadway musical
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
in March
Yeah,
called
Jen did say,
The
yeah.
Notebook, which is a musical version of the widely popular movie that was done back in, I think it was 2004, about 20 years ago,
Wow.
starring Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams and James Garner and with what's the beautiful terrific actress? What's her name?
Mm.
I'm losing it right now.
Mm. Hang on.
Uh,
What was
anyway,
the film?
anyway, we're doing a musical version of that, and
Uh-huh.
it's based on
Uh,
the book, The Notebook. So that's something we don't really need to talk about, but I'll just mention without any concern about limitations because
yeah.
it's a stage musical.
Yeah, I've had a look here. Joan Allen, James Marsden, Jamie Brown, Sam Shepard, David Thornton, Kevin Connolly. Not don't speak confused with Kevin Conroy, who you did work with on
Oh,
Batman.
you're looking at the movie, The Notebook,
No, the
right?
Notebook.
Okay,
Yeah, Heather
okay.
Walquist. Uh,
The woman, the lead female, other than Rachel McAdams,
Joan
is
Allen.
was no. There
Mm.
was an even bigger one. Keep going. You'll probably find it at the top of the list there. I'm
So it
just I'm
just
just
says Gina
I'm just
Rowlands.
Jenna Rollins.
Jenna Rowlands.
Jenna
That's
Rollins.
me because
Yes,
I was
Jenna
like Jenna.
Rollins. Yeah, well, Jenna Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Terrific actress, and she was married to the gentleman, to the gentleman. In fact, her son directed this particular movie.
Oh,
Her
really?
son,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
cool.
Nick Cassavetes. You'll see that on the list there. He
Mm-hmm.
directed the movie, and his father, um, Cassavetes, was married to Jenna Rollins. John, I think it's John Cassavetes, a terrific actor and director. But the movie is terrific. It's and the musical is just as good. So if you're in New York or whatever, I think we open in March, and it's already getting a lot of buzz and
That's when I'm
excitement.
over there. That's when I'm in
All right.
Sherman. That's when I'm in
Yeah.
Sherman Oaks.
Well, yeah, that's when you're in Sherman Oaks.
I don't
Well,
think
this
we'll pass
movie,
across.
as you'll see on that credit list, you'll see also James Garner
Yeah.
on that list. I play the James Garner role in the musical.
Ah,
Um,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And Jenna Rollins is played by someone else, and they're the younger and middle and older versions of those characters. It's a very, very good. It was a very good movie, and it's a terrific musical. But anyway, we talk about that, and we don't have to worry about any limitations there. That's been discussed, and I'm very
Yeah.
excited about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Anything with music that has to do with music. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite voiceover jobs, Amber,
Mm-hmm.
was one called California Raisins. And that one was because we got to sing. We got to sing Motown music. And I grew up with Motown music and the Temptations and all of that. So we were able to do that. I played
Mm-hmm.
the character that was similar to the real life Temptation, a guy named Melvin Franklin, who was the bass of the Temptations group. And that's actually how I kind of developed my vocal, started developing my singing range was listening to the Temptations and singing all the different parts, the bass part, Franklin, and then the tenor part, David Ruffin. You've heard those songs. You're too young to have been around then, but
Yeah.
you've heard those. That music is all over. Motown music is just
Yeah.
timeless. And My Girl, I've got sunshine on a cloudy day.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you say that was Temptations, and that was David Ruffin. So I listened to that and developed my singing from that, and then the
Mm-hmm.
falsetto. Eddie Kendricks. You'll probably remember a song that you've heard. You got a smile so bright, you know you could
I'm
have
very
been a
familiar.
candle.
Yeah.
Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to, and I
Yeah.
can tell the
I
way
know
you
that
do
song. I
the
don't know
things
where I've
you
heard
do.
it though.
Yeah, you've heard it because it's in the ether all throughout the world. It's one of the great Motown songs. It's called "The Way You Do the Things You Do," and it's been
Mm-hmm.
remade by different people. But that
Yeah.
was Eddie Kendricks, and that's how I kind of developed my stuff listening to that. Got so much involved in music, but I digress. That is just suffice it to say that music is my first love and my passion. So, of all the different voiceover jobs that I've had,
Mm-hmm.
that was one of my favorites, the California Raisins, because we got to sing all the time. Every time I came to work, I got to sing. And then the other thing is singing different theme songs. I sang on the theme song to Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, you
That,
did. Oh my
yeah, for Pinky and the Brain, there's Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. And that was me singing that, the lower part, the bass part. The
oh my
Pinky and the brain, all that stuff.
wow. Oh
And
my gosh.
yeah, and some other ones, Freakazoid, dum, bum, dum, 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 Freakazoid, dum, 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 dum,
Oh
dum, dum,
my
Freakazoid.
god.
That was me singing that too. And
That
I
is
had a
amazing.
great time doing it. I was excited about doing it because I got to sing. It didn't matter that it was voiceover work or that it was, Steven Spielberg and the
Yeah,
orchestra
yeah.
conducting all that. I just was excited about singing it. So uh,
Yeah.
those are the most memorable things for me. but
Oh,
but I've been fortunate in having had a lot of different a variety of voiceover characters and voiceover jobs.
yeah.
As you know, I'm still the quote unquote voice of NBC,
Ooh.
um, promoting all
Mhm.
of their dramatic shows,
Yeah.
um, that kind of thing. And in fact, interestingly enough, you being a voiceover expert, you'd know that one of the guys that also does NBC voiceovers promotions is a guy named Reno Romano.
Yeah.
Reno Romano.
He was Batman in the Batman,
Right,
where you were
right. Yeah, he's
Martian Manhunter. There we go. Get out of the mix.
terrific, terrific voice actor. But he also is an NBC announcer. He promotes most of their lighter comedies. Tonight on NBC, whatever, the different shows.
That's so
But
cool.
I do most of the dramatic stuff, like
Yeah.
you know, tonight on Chicago Med, or those different things.
Yeah.
Chicago PD on NBC, those kinds of things.
Ooh.
Uh, so those are a lot of it's been a lot of fun. It's been a great time doing it, and I continue to do it. I continue to be excited about all the different voiceover jobs I have, as well as the different acting jobs, and most importantly, the stuff that has to do with music. That's why I'm so excited about this Broadway musical that's coming out in March, because I get
Yeah.
to sing.
Yay!
Yeah,
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you,
yeah,
Dorian.
yeah.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, I've got to bring up Biker Mice from Mars because you voiced Modo,
Biker
and
Mice.
I've met your co-star Throttle, aka Rob Paulson. I met him a few months back, and
Oh,
I've also
speaking
had
of
him on my show as
superstars,
well.
yeah, well, talking about superstars, you talk about Frank Welker. Rob Paulson is right there in that pantheon, that Mount Rushmore of superstar voice actors
Yeah.
with Frank. I mean, Rob Paulson is just the best. He's a terrific guy. He's a good friend of mine, and I learned a lot from him just watching him whenever I worked with him. And we did the Biker Mice from Mars, which was terrific. As you know, he was one of the original Teenage Mutant
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
and Biker Mice was basically a takeoff on that. You got
Mm.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you got Biker Mice from Mars. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Rob was terrific in that. We did that for about 5 or 6 years. Um, and Ian Ziering, from the TV series 90210, played the
Yeah.
other regular on Biker Mice from Mars.
Yeah.
Vinny, I think it was. I
Yeah,
think
Vinny. Yeah, that's right.
Vinny,
Yeah.
Throttle, and Modo. Mine was once again more of the bass stuff. Let's rock and ride, rock and ride. That was the stuff, and it was so much fun. It was just a great learning experience, a great acting experience, and the only thing we didn't get to sing. So I mean, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'd be really lovely if you, Ian, and Rob had a reunion. I think it'd be really cool.
It would be a lot of fun, and something, we actually reached out to Ryan Reynolds, the actor Ryan Reynolds, because he is doing a reboot of Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh, yeah.
And we wanted to let him know that the originals are still here and we'd love to work with him on it. I don't
Yeah,
know that he
exactly.
I don't know that he will do that, but it would be fun to get in and somehow and connect with this new reboot that Ryan Reynolds is doing of Biker Mice from Mars. Now, you've already you said you had interviewed Rob,
Yeah.
superstar superstar I call him, superstar voiceover actor Rob Paulson, the Michael Jordan of voice actors. Anyway, when you talk to him, I'm sure he's another terrific musician and singer, as you
Yeah.
probably know, and
Hmm.
he's sung on many of those Pinky and many of those theme songs and for the different shows.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think he goes around the country and the world doing his that I forgot the title of when he goes through all
Animaniacs.
the different. Yeah,
Yakko's
the
World.
Animaniac.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, he's unbelievable.
Yeah,
That's a
Animaniacs in
special
concert.
talent.
Yakko's
Yeah,
World. Yeah.
that's a unique talent, and Rob Paulson is a unique talent. I really admire and have learned a lot from him. Um, I'm a much more limited voice actor than Rob, but I still have learned a lot from him.
I think you're just as good, to be fair.
Oh,
I think you're
well,
just as talented.
I appreciate it. It's a different type, a different instrument.
Yeah.
We're all different, and those we have different things to offer. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rob's the best.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of another sort of Rob related project, you voiced Shredder on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a little while, I believe, because I believe
Yes,
they've rotated voice actors
yes.
for some of the characters. Obviously, Shredder was originally voiced by the late great James Avery. Did you ever
James
have the chance
Avery.
to work with him?
I didn't get to work with him, and I really wanted to. I did meet him. Um, we did a couple benefit things together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I was what I would call, and I told him, I said, yeah, I'm the what you call the second string shredder at the time because he was the original shredder. But whenever he could not do it for whatever, as you know, he starred in the big hit show, uh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
Yeah.
with Will Smith, and so sometimes he wouldn't be able to do his shredder voice on an episode. That's when they would call the second string Dorian, and I'd come in and play shredder.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, he was a terrific guy, a terrific actor, and he's definitely missed.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I mean, I was at the Comic Con with all four of the turtles, so obviously you have
Oh,
Cam,
were you?
Townsend, Barry, and Rob. Yeah, all four of them were at the Comic
Oh
Con.
yeah.
It was their
Oh
first
my goodness.
UK appearance. They were very lovely, and
Oh, that's great. Well, Townsend was also, by the way, I don't know if you guys talked about it or not, but Townsend, before myself and Reno Romano became the voices of NBC, Townsend Coleman was the voice of NBC.
I don't think we talked
Townsend,
about that.
yeah,
We didn't
Townsend
talk about that.
Coleman, yeah, he did all the basically the stuff that Reno's doing now, the light stuff, the comedy shows. That was
Yeah.
Townsend Coleman. He did it for like 19 years.
Wow.
He, yeah, he was, and that shows how talented he is. I mean, he does the Ninja Turtles, and he's been at the same time he's doing all these NBC promos,
He was in the Tick as
and
well, that you also did.
yeah, I did the Tick and also Pro Stars.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Press stars.
Townsend and I worked on Pro Stars. Is another supremely talented voice actor, and I had the honor of working with him and learning from him as well. Really good guy. Really good guy.
Yeah, definitely. I wholeheartedly
Yeah.
agree with you,
Yeah.
Dorian. And also, yes, that's what I was gonna say. They were all basically, all their tables were like they were all in a row, and then they had like
Uh-huh.
a small stage for one of the panels or Q&A things. And they
Uh-huh.
were just about to, I think it was about 5 minutes before their panel, and sometimes the speakers would play like theme songs of different shows, and
Oh.
the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme started playing.
Oh, really?
I was like, I said to them, "Oh my god, it's like James Avery's with you in spirit. It's
I
crazy."
know. I
Yeah,
know.
I was like,
It's
"Wow."
interesting. It's like where did that even come from? Because neither Townsend nor Rob nor Barry nor who was the fourth
Cam,
Ninja Turtle? Um, who?
Cam Clark.
Yeah, Cam Clark. Terrific guy.
I
Also,
know.
by the way, Cam was a regular with me on the California Raisins.
He
Cam is
was,
also
yeah,
a terrific. Yeah, he's a terrific singer, by the way. Cam Clark is, and he, Cam Clark, the original California Raisins, which, as
hmm
I mentioned before, was my favorite series because we got to sing. Was
yeah.
Cam Clark, myself, um, Brian Stokes Mitchell,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. Big
yeah,
Broadway
Brian
actor.
Stokes Mitchell and Jim Cummings. Now, Brian Stokes Mitchell, as you know, went on to New York and became a huge Broadway star, and he's
Yeah,
still one of the top Broadway stars
yeah.
in on Broadway. But Brian, uh, and he's a terrific singer, as you obviously know.
Yeah.
But there were we four did that, but Cam Clark. Um, so anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I'm surprised that that theme song even came up because neither Cam nor Rob nor Barry nor Townsend had anything to do that I know of
Yeah.
with Fresh Prince. But like you said, because it was Shredder, that must have been where
Maybe.
James Spirit just said, "Hey, I'm still around, guys. Just want to let you know I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you."
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. I can't remember, was there a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I think Karen Parsons might have been there, or she might have been there for one of the other events, but she was definitely at Wales Comic Con. It was at Wales Comic Con,
Oh, it's
Telford
Wales.
Takeover. Yeah, well, they say it's Wales Comic Con because it used to be at Wrexham University. You know
I
Wrexham,
see.
Ryan Reynolds at
Oh
Wrexham
yeah.
FC. Yeah, used to
Uh-huh.
be there. And then it ended up getting too big, so they moved to the International Centre in Telford, which is not even in
Oh,
Wales.
I
It's
see.
in Shropshire, which is in England, but they
Uh-huh.
still kept the name. So
Oh,
yeah.
cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
always
well,
yeah. Heck, I usually like to ask people now. Like I find it funny because
I'm sorry.
oh, that's okay. I
Yeah,
thought I thought you were
I was
talking
just
about
trying to. My wife just got back from her meeting, and I'm
ah.
trying to turn off the car here. There we go. Okay. Anyway, there she is.
Oh, hi. If you're
Hi.
still going, I'll just take a
We're
walk
still.
across the street and get some tea.
You can do that, or I can drive you somewhere while you hold this.
Let's continue. I'll be back.
I'm gonna go get some tea.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Bring
okay.
you some.
She says she's in Wales or she's in London. Were
I'm
you
near
in London?
Wrexham.
In
Near
Wrexham.
Wrexham.
Near Wrexham. And she says she wishes she were there. She was
Oh.
there. That's better.
I was
Anyway.
just saying. I always say to people, well, I say yeah, I'm like half an hour from Liverpool because that's technically, like sort of
Oh
my
yeah.
distance. But with the whole
Yeah.
Wrexham FC thing that's now going worldwide, I just
Oh
say,
yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
now I am literally 20 minutes from Wrexham FC because now Wrexham,
Really?
yeah, I live just up the
Oh,
road from Wrexham, just up the motorway.
that's
So
pretty cool. And see, Liverpool connects with me more because of my age and the Beatles and all that.
yeah,
I mean, just
yeah. I knew Wrexham
unbelievable.
before it was cool.
Yes, yes. What
Yeah,
history?
I'd love to
Wonderful
go.
history there.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to go. I haven't been. I sometimes go to Wrexham. It depends if I like go to like any like specific stores there or not. But I would love to try
Yeah.
and go to a Wrexham FC game and see like if I could
Ah.
see anyone because they always bring these A-listers over. Like I think Will Ferrell they once brought over
Oh,
to watch a
really?
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Ryan and Rob actually went to a restaurant in my hometown, which is literally just like a 10-minute drive from my house.
Oh my goodness.
I
That
was
must have
like,
been exciting. That must have been
it's
exciting.
one of their favorite restaurants. They're regulars, apparently. I'm like, I need to get a job
Really?
there. I was like, I need to
Oh,
get a job
that's
there. I
great.
really do.
That is great. That's
I
great.
know.
That's great.
I
Oh
know,
my goodness.
definitely. Well, hey,
Oh, now
hey,
you had another by the way, remember what you're going to say there, but before I forget, a big hello to Bill Ratner. I heard Bill Ratner you were
Phil.
interviewed
Yes,
him. Yeah,
yes.
Bill's a great guy. Yeah. He and I his family and my family are very close, and we actually
Mm.
don't live far from each other. But and his
Oh,
daughter is now a voice artist as well,
oh,
Ariana. Yeah,
wow.
I
I
don't
didn't
know
know that.
exactly what I know. She does a lot of voice work. I'm not exactly sure what, but she's an up and coming voice actor as well, and has gotten some talent from obviously from her father Bill and her mother Ariana Aleka. They're
Yeah,
terrific people. Yeah.
yeah,
So
definitely.
hello, Bill. Anyway.
He's just done a show in Washington. I think it was a GI Joe show. I think.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was him, Mary McDonald Lewis, BJ Ward, Neil Ross, and Michael Bell.
oh, cool. Yeah, PJ.
I've had
Yeah.
all of them on my show apart from BJ and Mary. So
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah.
I tell you, you've had some good people.
Yeah,
You've had some
I hope
good
to get
people
some
on.
more. I hope to get
Yes.
some. And now you can join the lineup with everybody
Well,
else.
I'm glad and honored to have been part of your show for sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad that you're here too, Dorian, on my
Yes,
show in my little space. Yeah, and to tell you
yes,
what,
that's great.
if I see Ryan at that restaurant near me, if I do by any chance see him at anywhere wrestling this restaurant, I will put in a good word about my biker mice from Mars from you
Much
personally. Yeah.
Much appreciated, much appreciated. And as we told him, I guess Ian Ziering, who was the other biker mice, I guess knows Ryan,
Biker
and just
mice.
wanted to let him know that this would be a plus for his project. Having some of the original, having the three originals maybe come
Yeah.
in once in a while or whatever.
Yeah.
Just wanted to let him know that we are still around and still very active. So hopefully
Exactly.
he'll hopefully he'll come to his senses.
Exactly. Why cast someone else? Why cast?
I
I
know,
know they're probably going to end up casting like three Hollywood A-listers in the role or something like that. Like, what's the
but
point when the original viewers are still around?
yeah, because you lose that authenticity. If you've got the originals that are still vibrant and still can do the work, what better thing to do than to have that? But we'll see. Yeah, if you see him, just remind him.
I will. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, for those of you who don't know the inside story of what's just happened, I tried to screen share on Zoom and it froze like it always does. But we had a really lovely chat about voice directors that Dorian has worked with, so like Gordon Hunt and Andrea Romano, who also has the same pair of cat headphones I have, which is quite cool.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, and who's Chris Zimmerman Salter as well.
Oh yes, Chris Zimmer's terrific.
Chris,
Chris
yeah.
Smith. Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
she worked at Hanna-Barbera as well for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
all of the. I had a great time with all of those directors. They were all very helpful, very giving, and they were terrific directors in that they were able to get out of their actors what they needed, um, without a whole lot of rigmarole. They were very
Yeah.
supportive, and that's a talent within itself.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Right. So the last question I want to ask you, Dorian, is the big question of the interview. It is, what is the best piece of advice you would like to give to someone who is also an aspiring actor or voice actor or anything like that?
Well, I'm my normal advice, or the general advice I give to anyone who's an aspiring actor or singer or voice actor or any of that, I tell them, listen, if that is your passion, you want to follow your passion, but at the same time, make sure that you're able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So there is the dream and the passion that you have, and then there's the reality of day-to-day existence. Make sure that you have that balance so you don't lose sight of your dream, your goal, but at the same time, you're able to be practical and feed yourself and or your family. But definitely know that going after an acting career or a singing career or voice acting career is very difficult because there are a lot of talented people in this industry, a lot of them, and many of the best talented people never work in the business.
Yeah.
Some of the best you've never even seen because they haven't had the good fortune, or the right timing to actually have their talent exposed. But if you do have that desire to do it, go for it, and you'll find out. And hopefully, you'll have the good fortune of a chance to show your skills. Wherever you have a chance to show it, keep developing your skills, keep figuring out ways to expose your skills. But at the same time, know that the world may never see those skills. That's the reality. As great a singer as you might have, you think of your favorite singer, there's probably a better singer out there now that has never been heard. A better actor, a better voice actor, they're out there, and it may be you. But all you can do is follow your dreams, but feed yourself. make sure that you and your family are still fed. However that works, whatever odd jobs you may need to do that. But don't give up on the dreams, because you may definitely realize your dream.
Yeah.
That's
really
my
good.
general advice to everyone.
Very, very good advice, Dorian.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's wonderful talking with you, Amber. It was wonderful going through a
Yeah.
lot of these things, and
Yeah.
you're a terrific interviewer, and I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, Dorian. Where can we find you on social media?
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you for bringing it up. You can go to DorianHarewood.com.
Mm-hmm.
DorianHarewood.com, DorianHarewood.com, and that's my website. And as far as the social media, I'm on my digital publicist. My publicist is setting up my digital presence, so he would know more about that, I think. But going to that website would be the best place to start.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, I'll link that in the description. And with that we have come to the end of this episode of In Conversation with ATF, featuring the lovely Dorian Harewood. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Dorian, thank you so much for being a guest. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. My pleasure. Pleasure talking with you.
Yeah, definitely. You too. To you at home, thank you for watching again. We'll see you around. Bye. And
bye.
cut.